Well, people, hello, good evening formally. How are you today, guys? From now on, our class is going to be recorded. How do you feel today? Hello, can you listen to me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, how do you feel?
I feel very happy.
Teacher, I feel very good.
Okay, thank you. What about the rest of the students? How is it going? How are you today, guys? I'm asking you. You're very shy today. Okay, people, let's begin with this class. You need to speak now. We are going to review today the forum, the activity that you have done in the platform. And in this activity, you have simple present and simple past, right? First, I want some volunteer to answer this question, please. Number one and number two, in order to see how can you do it. We're gonna do it orally, and in some occasion, I'm gonna write the answer. If you have some inconvenience to complete the forum, you can do it, right? Question number one, it's very simple. Hello, what's your full name? Hello, what's your full name? How can you answer this question? What is the proper manner for answering this question? Yes? Edmar? Griselda?
Hello, teacher.
Okay. How is the proper manner to answer this question? Hello, what's your full name?
Hello. My full name is Edmar Angelica Viva Zambrano.
Exactly. So that means here, hello means that you have to begin your answer with a greeting. You can say, hi, or good afternoon, my name is. And here we have simple present. Because a full name, because you include your name and your last name. This question, sometimes many people say, what's your name? And what's your name? It's depend if you're in a bank and the person asks you, what's your name? You know that you have to include the last name. So here, this is a simple question that everybody need to know how to answer. You can say, good morning. Hello, I'm here. I'm sorry. I was talking alone. Sorry, my partner. I was talking alone. Okay, let me go back.
Teacher, sorry, I don't know what happened because the connection is slowly
Yeah, it's
and
very slow because
down.
the day is raining, and sometimes the sign on the internet gets slow when it's cloudy and when it's raining. But
Okay.
let's continue in the way we were. So
I want to, okay.
yes, okay. As I was telling you, here we have a simple question that when a person asks you, hello, what's your full name? That means you need to include a greeting. You need to say, hi, my full name is, and we have the verb to be. This is a simple present tense verb to be, and we have three conjugation for the verb to be. Am is are. And as you know, the verb to be is used to talk about age, When you say I'm 27 years old, this is the verb to be. When you say my father is 55 years old, This is the verb to be. We don't use the verb to
Okay.
have. In English, it's not correct to say I
That's
have.
correctly, teacher. I'm,
I
it
have
must,
a 34. This is a mistake,
okay.
right? Never say that. We use the verb to be to talk about age. We also use the verb to be to talk about countries, nationalities, and to introduce yourself, and to talk about jobs. For example, if a person asks you, what do you do? That means, what do you do mean, what's your job? What do you do for a living? It is the same. So when a person asks you, what do you do? You have to answer, I'm a teacher, I'm a lawyer, I'm a secretary, right? Don't confuse what do you do with what are you doing? It's not the same, right? This is the verb to be we have here. Okay, here we have a simple past of the verb to be here. Where and when were you born? I need a volunteer who answer me that question. I need that everybody participate in the class, people. This is the way we need to improve our English skill.
Here, teacher, here, Santa.
So don't be quiet, don't be silent. You need to open your mind, open your microphone and participate in the class because you have done that activity. You sent it to the forum and here we are discussing because we have simple present and simple past. After this, I'm going to a presentation that I have prepared about simple present and then we go to the simple past, right? Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, teacher.
More or less, teacher, more or less.
Okay, so I need another volunteer to answer me that question. Where and when were you born?
I, teacher. I.
Yeah, me. You have to say me, teacher. Okay, go
Me,
ahead.
okay. Me, teacher. I was born in Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo Este, um, 12 the month December.
Okay, I was born in. You have to say that the place here. I was born in the month. If you
Dominican
want to, say, you can say the year. It's up to you. We're just trying to practice. I was born. For example, I was born in Santo Domingo. Santo Domingo. Yeah, be a moment. I was born in Santo Domingo on, and you have to say the month and then the year. Yeah, another person. Am I talking to you? Am I talking to you? Hello,
Hello, teacher.
Santa, Razel, Ivan,
Santa, I'm here.
please, I need your participation in this activity.
I am me, teacher, participation right now. I
Please, people,
participate.
if you are not with me, I'm gonna ask you to turn on your camera. If you can't
Okay.
participate like that. All right?
When participation.
Yeah, all the time because you're not, I'm
Okay.
talking alone and the
Okay.
class, you know, I am trying to help you to improve. And without your participation, it is impossible. So you need to speak. It doesn't matter how you do it. Of course, we have a lot of mistakes, but we need to.
Yes, teacher, yes.
Okay.
Please, you can ask again, please.
Where and when were you born?
Me, teacher.
Where and when were you born? This is the question. You have it here.
Okay. When I was born, born in Venezuela.
Okay. When?
When? In the 80s.
Okay, in the 80s, exactly. To be in the 80s, in the 80s. Okay. If you want to say the months, you need to use that preposition. For example, let's suppose you were born on April.
January.
Okay, okay. We put 23rd, 1984, let's suppose. So here, I was born on April 23rd, 1984. 84 means that you have to divide the year in two parts. Never say 1984. Another person. Yeah.
I
Raise your
was
hand before talking, please. Raise your hand before talking.
Okay.
Ivan. Razor.
Me, teacher.
Okay, go ahead.
Where and when?
If you have done, excuse me, sorry. If you have done it in your platform, you can go there and read and check it if you want, because you did it by yourself. In the forum, I wrote a note that says, get ready to discuss it in class. So everything we do in the platform, we're going to discuss here. This is something you have to keep in mind, right? Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes?
The number 2.
Yeah, number 2.
I was born in the city of Constanza on September 3, 1966. But I live in Loma de Cabrera.
Okay, so you have to say 3rd, September 3rd, because with date, we use ordinary numbers. September 3rd.
September 3rd, 1966.
Exactly like this. 3rd.
Okay.
3rd. Okay. Anybody else?
Yo, profe.
Yes, me teacher.
Iván Rojas.
English.
Me
Don't speak
teacher, me
Spanish.
teacher.
It's not, you're
Okay,
not
sir.
allowed to speak Spanish. You have to speak English. This is a class.
Okay.
I want to push you to speak the language you are learning, please. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Where and when were you were?
No.
I
don't want you to ask the question. I want you to answer the question.
Okay. The question two.
Yes, question number 2. The second question.
Okay, the second. I was born in Venezuela, and my day is 8 of Julio, July
July.
of July,
Okay.
200. 3?
203 or 2003. Here, I was,
20.
remember we have here, when he have this part where it talk about a place, and when we have when talk about a date, here you need to include the year and the month. Okay? All right, let's move on to the third question. What did you used to do when you were a child or younger? Used to, here we have used to. Do you know what is used to? Used to. Do you know that? What is that? This is simple past. Do you know how to use that phrase? How can you answer this question? I need a volunteer. I need a volunteer. Go ahead. Turn on your mic and go ahead.
Teacher. The fourth question, do you
Yeah,
say?
question number 3.
3.
Yes.
We used to?
Mhm.
Okay. 3 used to. I do study. I, what
Okay.
did you?
Anybody else? If you have some mistake, you can check your photo and do it later, because you need to do this part. Used to. Do you know how to use used to?
I I I don't know
When to use it? Does everyone know?
maybe I have to say I when I was when I don't know when
Okay, anybody
I,
else? Anybody else?
I don't know
You
how
don't
to
know how,
use to in
okay,
that question,
in
teacher.
that question, okay, no problem. Thank you. You are going to learn. You are going to learn in this part. Used to. Can everyone answer me that question? And what's the meaning younger? What's the meaning younger? Do you know the meaning of younger? For example, if you are 29 years old and 3 years ago you were younger because you were 26 years old. So younger means older. I'm older than last year. This is a comparative. This is a comparative that we need to move on that part. Okay, people, you are very slow. Remember that here, the best way to answer this question, I'm gonna ask you like 5 questions with this phrase. You have to answer like this. When I was a child, I used to, for example, when I was a child, I used to play with some friends. I also, for example, I also used to get up late on Saturday. Look at here. So this is like a routine that you had in the past, but you don't do it nowadays, all right? This is like a routine. For example, when I was a child, I used to play with some friends. I also used to get up late on Saturday.
Okay, teacher.
Yeah, used to is something that you regularly did in the past, but not anymore. You get,
Sunday,
yeah. Can
we
you
I
try it
do.
now? Something that you like a routine, but in the past. For example, when I was younger, when I was when I was younger, I used to go out with some friends on weekends. Because but now,
Okay, teacher.
but
I
but
understand
now,
you.
but now I don't. I don't. This is a way, yeah. When I was younger, I used to go out with some friends. That was like a routine that I have every weekend. Every weekend during the
Okay,
year,
teacher.
I
And
used. You got it now?
I, yes, when
Continue.
I was young, I used to,
Younger.
when I was younger, I used to go to dance.
I used to go dancing. Okay. I used to. Okay, very nice. Okay, anybody else? Can you write down this question, this answer? Can you write it down? Because you're gonna need it. You're going to need it later. So here, we can say many other questions with this. For example, uh, let me put another one. Where did you use this is a question, use to spend your summer vacation when you were 10 and you were in your teams. Look at another question. Where did you used to spend your summer vacation when you were in your teams? Where did you used to spend your summer vacation when you were in your team? The question here express about a place. If you used to go to a place when you were 13, 14, or 15, or 17 years old. Okay, and
Okay, teacher.
yeah, go ahead. I need your participation, please. I'm trying to make a
When,
dynamic class, but I need your help. Please go ahead.
okay. When I was a teen, I go to vacation with my grandpas.
Okay, when I was in my team, I used to spend my vacation in my grandparents. That means you used to go to your grandparents' house. That's very nice. Good. Another one. Go ahead. Please. Another person. Where did you used to spend your vacation when you were in your teens? All right. Ivan, I haven't listened to you. Razor, I haven't listened to you. Griselda, don't you understand? I'm explaining the class.
Okay, let me know the next question, teacher.
Okay.
I
Exactly.
answer.
Where did you used to spend your summer vacation when you were in your team? When you were in your, right here, in your team. Yes, like this.
I like it to go out and play soccer with my friends.
Okay, the better
yeah.
way, please, attention. When, you have to say when I was in, you have to say like this. When I was in my team, I used to spend my summer vacation in this, and this. Like this. When I was in my teams, because here I say your team. When I was in my teams, I used here in simple past to spend, always spend time, spend money, spend my summer vacation in my grandparents' house. Let's suppose. Okay? Yeah. Let's move on. Another person. I need another participation here. I need another participation here. Hello? Yes? Hello?
Hello, teacher. I answer the question.
Yes.
I used to spend my summer vacation with my son and my husband.
Excellent. With your husband in your teams? When did you get married?
Oh my God. No, sorry.
Okay.
I married 1965.
Exactly. You got married, not in your team. Many people in the past, a long time ago, people used to get married in their team.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay,
a long, look at here, a long time
Hello, teacher.
a
ago.
long time.
Hello. A long time ago, people used to get married in their teams. Are you taking notes? Are you writing this sentence? A long time ago, people used to get married in their team. That means that was like a routine that people used to do in the past. Now, maybe now they are not doing it. Right? We used to for something that you regularly did in the past, but not anymore. And we have here D, we have a question with D. We make question with D, right? So attention, because you're gonna have a homework with this part. Yeah. and with the simple past, an activity to answer with the in the grammar part. You're gonna write, and you're gonna have some reading now in the next week. Okay. Where did you study? Where did you study? Where did you study? I need a volunteer to answer me that question. Okay, let me do something. Give me 5 minutes. Drink some water because I'm going to put this part and you have to answer. Because I think you're very, 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 very shy. And remember our agreement, we need to make an extra and we have to speak English because that class is advanced, is intermediate class, and this is not basic class. So this class needs to be taught in English, right? In English. So try to do your best. Try to do your best, people, and speak English with me. Doesn't matter how you do it. Doesn't matter how you do it. Do it.
Do it, teacher.
Yes. Everyone needs to participate here. I'm gonna try. Give me some minutes. I'm gonna upload this document and I'm going to send you the link and everybody need to write their answer, right? Everybody need to write their answer. Do you understand what we have to do? Because this is a class that everyone, as I said, needs to participate. This is not a class where the teacher only speak like a parrot, speak, and the student sleeping. No, sorry. You need to move on in that. This is a class. It has to be like this. And it doesn't matter, you make errors with your speaking. But you have to do it. Now I'm going to send you a link and you are editor. So you have to write, you can write in this document. So, my goodness. go to the chat room and participate in this question, please. I need to see your writing. I know you did it, the forum, but maybe you used the translator, or maybe someone helped you. I need to find out that you really handled those questions, right? Can you? Please. Okay. Do you know what we are going to do? Can everyone understand what we have to do now with this activity? Hello, 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 my.
Hello, teacher. I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Thank you for being with us. Okay, here. I upload the document to Drive, and now you are editor, so you can write. So I need that you enter and answer this question. Everyone, for example, here we have in that question. Here, a person who answered, you can answer that question. Who can begin? Where did you study? I need a volunteer who answered that question. Write it in the document, please. Where did you use? Yes, okay. This question. Señores, estudiantes, por favor, necesito que respondan esa pregunta. Se me quedan callados. What happened? Please answer. Everyone, please. Write it down.
Me, teacher.
In a writing, yeah, in a writing way. Here in the document. Entren al link. Se me queda lejos. Vamos a tener entonces que encender la cámara. Entren al link que le envié por el chat de Zoom y vamos a responder, interactuar con esas preguntas, empezando con la 4. Todo el mundo da una respuesta ahí. Please, go ahead.
I studied administration at university.
I want you to write it. The way of speaking, we have to do it later. Write it, please. You go with your cell phone or with your computer and you enter to the link. Look, exactly. We have a person. Write it down. Here. You have to begin. Everyone need to answer that question. Exactly. We have exactly. I studied. Exactly. I mean, where talk about a place. We are talking about a place, not what did you study. Oh, I study, if you want to say I study administration in, okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, another person, move on, it's getting late. What about the rest of the students? Griselda, Ivan,
Tell me, teacher.
yeah, do it. Answer the question.
The number 4.
Yes. In
I
writing,
studied-
in writing, in the document, please, in writing with the document. Don't you
Me
understand?
teacher, I'm fast.
Document in the chat of Zoom.
I studied cybersecurity and ITLA.
Yeah, but I wanted to write it down. I wanted to write it in the document. I want to see how you handle this simple past. In another line, please. Like this. Go ahead. Do it. Do it. Razor, do it. This is your answer, Razor? Razor, did you study administration?
Yes, teacher,
Okay,
yes.
okay. Sorry, thank you. You have to be here. Okay. What about the other? What about the other students? Where did you study? Write it down. I need another answer. Look at here. We have the verb study is simple past regular verb. Simple past regular verbs. Hello, is anybody home? Is anybody home?
Yes, teacher, I am here.
Please, but you are not quiet. You're not participating. You have to write it down.
Please, do you repeat again?
We are answering those questions in the document that I
Okay,
sent.
I answer the first question. I go to answer another question, teacher.
Okay, can you answer question number
One,
five, number 6?
one. Okay,
Number
number 6. I go to answer number 6. Okay.
okay. When did you first study English? When did you first study English? Can you write and speak at the same time? Like this? I first studied English. Can you do it like this? I, not mine. I first. The subject pronoun I. I first study English. That's why I want to see your writing, because I know that many of you use the translator to do your homework. And sometimes it's acceptable. I first studied here, the verb in simple past, studied.
Sorry, teacher, because you say, when do you study? I ask, will you ask with me? When you
Yeah,
ask me, I contest with my student, not as later. It's my answer.
but if you say my first study, it's like a little weird, that answer. Okay, continue. Sadly, when I was in Venezuela, exactly. I first studied English when I was in Venezuela 10 years ago. Exactly. When I was, I capital letter, I capital letter, capital letter, I. That means, yeah, okay. When I was in Venezuela, okay. What is that? When, like, yeah, that was correct. When I was in Venezuela. And when you can say 10 years ago in my teens, in the 90s. Okay, very nice. Very good answer. I like your answer. Venezuela, okay. The 90s. Okay, very good. Who was your first English teacher? There are many people that are quiet. They are not. Ivan, have you participated in this activity? My first English. Yes, but this is the name is. I need you speak at the same time you are writing. I need you speak at the same time you're writing, please. My first English teacher
My first English teacher, this say that you,
was,
really,
okay, my first English teacher was, and you have to say, my first English teacher was, and you have to say my name, if I was your first English teacher. Was, not whose, was, the verb to be, like this, was. Exactly. She was interest, and here, and she was an interesting teacher, or she was a nice teacher, an interesting. Interesting. Look at here. The page is correcting. Okay. Here. She was or he was? Okay, why do you want, that question is in simple present. Why do you want to learn English? I want, can you write it? Here, I saw a name, Cacol, what is that? Maybe you are tricking me. Can you speak the person who is writing? Can you speak? Oh,
I want like to scale in the workplace and use it on a personal level.
okay, well, you have to say, I want to learn English because I want to improve my level. I want to learn English. English, E with capital letter. Look at here, capital letter, the B letter, English. I want to learn English because I want to improve. I want to improve. Improve is to make something better. I want to improve my English. I need it for my future. Improve like this. Improve, improve, improve to make something better. I need to improve. Improve. Okay, improve. Is when you do something much better. To improve. Okay. This is the bottom. Okay, people, let's go now. We try to do, you need to, this is what I wanted to do. We need to review more the simple past. This is like an evaluation that I just want to find out. We need to review more the simple past. Okay? Okay. Simple past. Okay. What would you like to learn? What would you like to learn in this English course? What would you like to learn? I mean, if you want to learn listening, speaking, writing, or reading, what would you like? Would you like mean like, what do you want? But in a polite way. I need a volunteer who answer that question. What would you like to learn in this English course? Who can answer me that question? I would, you can say I'd, or I would like to learn I would like to learn speaking and reading, for example, on grammar. This question is in future. This question is in future. What are your plans when this course is over? I want to learn speaking. I want to speak more. I want to speak more. I would like to speak more. I would like to learn to speak more fluently. Okay, guys, let's stop with this activity. Let's stop with this activity. Let's move on. There are more questions, but with would. Here we have the future plan. We have a question in future. What are your plans when this course is over? You have to move like this. When this course is over, when this course is over, I am going to, right? What are your plans when this English course is over? When this English course is over, I'm going to continue with the next course. I'm going to study at the university. I'm going to travel. I'm going to apply for a new job. I'm planning to apply for a new job. When this course is over, I'm going to take an evaluation to certificate my level. Okay, let's stop it. Let's stop it, guy. Let's stop this activity. You try to do your best. Thank you so much. My congratulations. My congratulations. Okay, let's stop it. Now, attention to me. Let me give you a review of this topic. I'm going to review the simple present, and then in the next class, we are going to see the simple past, because we need to take some time for this tense. We need to take a time for this. And we're going to review it with some activity, some reading comprehension. Let me review this part. Can you see my presentation? Can you see my presentation?
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, so here we have a presentation about simple past. This is a basic class that we need to review in order to go to the simple past tense. For example, here we have the goal of the class. I'm not going to spend time in this. Here, first of all, what is a verb? A verb is a word that expresses action, occurrence, or state. Being examples: jump, sing, run, dance. Those are verbs. In English, we have different verbs. We have action verb, we have linking verb, and we have auxiliary verb. We also have regular and irregular verb and phrasal verb too. In English, when we use the simple past, we use simple past to talk about habitual action like this. I work in the library. I work. You can say, I work. We work. They work. We also use simple past, simple present, sorry, to talk about custom. Example, Americans eat turkey on Thanksgiving Day, or most Americans eat turkey on Thanksgiving Day. Fact, something that you know is true. The earth revolves around the sun. This is simple past. Not simple past. We are talking about simple past. Simple present. Simple present, not a past. Here, for most verb, in the simple present tense at as. This is in simple present as up to the third person. Look at the example. He works at the hospital in simple present as to he, she, it. You know that. We are just reviewing. My father walks to school in the morning. My father represents it. It opens, it, open. And for those verbs that end in SS, X, CH, SH, or O, usually take ES. Example, she washes the dishes every evening. My mother kisses me when I go to school. He watches television at night. Pete wishes he had a car. All right. And here, more example. When we have verbs that finish in Y, what we have to do, we have to remove, we have to drop the Y and add IES, like this. My father studies French in the evenings. Studies here, but I can say I study French in the evening. You study French in the evening. They study French in the evening. Well, Pete carries, because carry finish in Y. He tries Mexican food. Try, I try, you try, he tries in simple present. There are some verbs like have that are irregular. He has two sisters. My brother has a new car. Simple present. And here, example, she goes to the gym 3 times a week. My sister does. Don't say my sister do. I can say I do. I do my homework. You do your homework. They do their homework. But with she, he, we say she does. Is that clear? Is that clear, people?
Yes,
Yeah,
teacher.
teacher.
Okay, just reviewing that this part. Let's continue. Just reviewing. That's why it's a little fast. And here, as I said, if you want to make a question, we use do for they, you, we. Do you, do they, do we. Does is used with singular subject like he, she, it. Look at the example. Do you have brothers? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Does your father get up late? Yes, he does. Does he speak French? Yes, he speaks French. No, he doesn't speak French. Here, notice here, after does, the subject, and then the verb without s, because we have does here. Who, what, where, those are WH questions. Those are WH questions in English. Okay. So I want you to practice. Let me see here. In simple present, those questions. Let me write it here. in simple present. And then we go simple present, simple present. Put it here. Okay. What do you usually do on weekends? What do you usually do on weekend? This is in simple past. How can you answer me that question? What do you usually do on weekend? This is like a routine. Can you answer me that question? What do you usually do on weekend? With that question, we can practice simple present and simple past. What do you usually do on weekend? A volunteer, I need a volunteer who answer me that question. Remember that a weekend has 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. And each day has 3 parts, morning, afternoon, evening. All right? Please, can you write it down and tell it to me? Please. Hello?
Hello, teacher.
Yes, are you with me?
Yeah. I usually, on the weekend,
Yes.
I usually go to the river with my family, and I go to the farm because I want to see my animals.
Okay, when did you go to the river? On Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, Sunday mornings? When?
Saturday morning.
Okay, what about if you say, well, on Saturday morning, I usually do this, and this. Then in the afternoon, I this, and this. You're gonna have that question in the next activity.
Okay. Okay.
On Sunday,
In the morning, okay.
yeah. Can you do it again?
Okay. In the morning, I usually go to the river with my family. But in the afternoon,
Mhm.
I want to go to the farm.
To the farm.
I
What
go
about
to the farm.
okay, what do you do on Sunday?
On Sunday,
Mhm.
I wash the ropes. The
The clothes.
clothes.
I usually wash
The clothes.
clothes or do
Clothes.
the laundry. I usually do the laundry.
It's okay.
So you have to create your answer. Keep it in mind because you have to answer this in the next activity. All right? And another person. We are almost at the end. Another person.
Me, teacher.
Yes, go ahead.
In Saturday, I usually go to work in the
On
morning.
Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon?
In the morning.
Okay. What time do you finish your job on Saturday?
Excuse me?
What time do you finish your job on Saturday? What time do you finish on Saturday? Do you finish at
No.
Do you finish at 4 o'clock or at noon?
Noon.
At noon. So
Noon.
your answer should be, well, on Saturday morning, I usually get up early and go to work until noon. Then in the afternoon, I this, and this. On Sunday, I this, and blah, 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 blah. All right? This is the answer that I want you to create. Okay?
Okay.
All right, people. We need to practice the simple past, present, simple past and present. So the next activity, you're gonna have some reading about simple present, simple past, and some question to answer about that. And then you have to create your own story with your own information. I'm going to let you know when the activity is gonna be available for you, right? But we only had some students in this class. They have to watch the recording. Okay, any question, guys? Any question, people?
No, teacher.
It's time to, so today, let's make a summary about the class. Today we have discussed the question about the forum. Those questions are in simple past. We saw the simple past, the phrase used to. We said that we used to talk about something that you regularly did in the past, but not anymore. And we answered some question in simple present. We made a review about the simple present tense because we need to be sure about those tenses. For the next class, you're gonna have a reading about simple present, a reading about simple past, and you have to create your own story about in present and in simple past. I will let you know, maybe the activity is gonna be available for next Monday. But remember, the idea is that everything you do in the platform, we discuss it here. Because I don't want to just send the homework and be silent in class. I want you participate with us, all right? This is the main idea. Let me stop the recording. And if you